How's everyone doing this evening?
Great.
Yeah.
Let me ask, have you ever wondered where a child may have learned something horrendous that they said or did? Well, if you have, welcome to the technology age, because it can be a parent's worst nightmare. My family is very large, for I have a number of nieces and nephews, and our modern day technology has increased the risk against their well-being. As adults, we need to be aware of the risk and try to seek positive solutions. First, we must know the effects on the children's health. Overusing technology can lead to numerous health concerns involving the child. Technology promotes a sedentary lifestyle and encourages the rise in childhood obesity. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention released these findings. The percentage of children aged 6 to 11 years in the United States who are obese increased from 7% in 1980 to nearly 18% in 2012. Also, the percentage of adolescents 12 to 19 years who are obese rose from 5% to nearly 21% over that same period. In 2012, more than 1/3 of the children and adolescents were either overweight or obese, and I believe those numbers are pretty staggering. Technology can also be detrimental to a child's brain and cognitive function. As children grow, they rely on being active to teach them proper motor skills and to develop situational decision-making skills. Chris Rowan of the Huffington Post writes, 4 critical factors necessary to achieve healthy child development are movement, touch, human connection, and the exposure to nature. These types of sensory inputs ensure normal development of posture, bilateral coordination, optimal arousal states, and self-regulation necessary for achieving foundational skills for eventual school entry. Now that we understand the health concerns that technology rises, we must also understand the negative influences that children are exposed to, because let me tell you guys, television and internet is certainly full of them. The Kaiser Family Foundation released these. Children ages 5 to 9 spend 1.7 hours per day watching TV and almost an hour and a half watching videos, for a total over a little 3 hours each day. Children ages 8 through 10 watch half as many videos, but a lot more television, for a total of over 3.5 hours a day. Children often imitate the things that they are showing, and these so-called role models of television can set terrible examples. Drugs, alcohol, violence, and inappropriate behavior are all things for their viewing, and as a result, children may act these things out. In 1994, a publication by the National Association for the Education of Young Children states, research consistently identifies 3 problems associated with heavy viewing of television violence. 1. Children may become less sensitive to the pain and the suffering of others. 2. They may become more fearful of their outside world. 3. They may be more likely to behave in aggressive or harmful ways toward other individuals. We adults are all aware of the information that is out there for their viewing, and we now understand exactly how much time they're spending watching these things. We need to keep that in mind. Finally, and most importantly, we need to be aware of the online threats that threaten a child's well-being. Predators are around every corner, and they await for the chance to take advantage of or harm innocent children. Every laptop, tablet, and cell phone allows kids access to various websites and chat rooms. Children can easily be lured into talks with strangers where they are shown inappropriate things or taken advantage of. Peter Burst, an FBI agent of the Counterintelligence and Cyber Division, states that they started keeping statistics in 1996, and they opened 113 cases that year. Through the fiscal year of 2007, they opened over 20,000 cases and arrested almost 10,000 subjects for sexually exploiting children online. So it's a crime that has grown exponentially over the years, and it continues to grow every year. The child's innocence is at risk when they can freely roam the internet and their well-being is in jeopardy. But although they're at risk, living in a technical world, not all hope is lost, because there are many solutions to this problem. 1. Keeping track of the amount of the television that the child is watching and monitoring the types of programs that they view for unacceptable material. Always support the children in any extracurricular activity that interests them. The more time they spend using their energy on positive recreations, the less likely that they will pay attention to the negative influences. The most important and probably simplest solution of all is just simply to spend quality time with the children. Adults often use electronic devices as inexpensive babysitters, but honestly they can be doing more harm than good. As adults, we should have them put down their tablets and their cell phones and listen to them talk and listen about their day. A positive bond with the children will develop, for they will no longer rely on the technology as their personal outlet. Thank you all very much for listening. It's been my pleasure.